What is going on, everyone, and welcome to Kart 6T3. My name is Ben. Thank you very much for stopping by. Real quick, if you didn't mind hitting a like on this video, possibly subscribe to the channel, that would be stupendous. Now, I have the mic way down here now. I have another option of putting a little fuzzy thing on. I'm not going to abandon the mic. It's a Christmas present from Santa. Yeah, but I definitely have to figure out how to tone it down. Also, if you hear, I've been sick since like Monday, so bear with me on my voice and everything else. Kart 6T3 is brought to you by TrackTac Tire Treatments. TrackTac Tire Treatments, TrackTac Tire Treatments, TrackTac Tire Treatments, treatments for tires and tracks. If you have any questions whatsoever about the TrackTac line, please let me know. Yeah, the microphone's way down here on like the pouch of the C High Performance sweatshirt that I am currently wearing. Real quick before I get it. Oh, there it is. I got it. Everybody calm down. I figured it out. Stickers are in. I don't know if you saw the post I put up. It's a little 3-inch decal. People have been asking for stickers. People have been asking for hats. And I don't see myself in that light. I'm just a guy in a barn who does videos. And I have had people all along here for years now ask about stickers and hats, or not hats, well, maybe hats, but shirts and stuff like that. I'm not overly business oriented in that fashion that I want to promote myself that way. I will get there. I had some stickers made up. I put a post up. If you thought I was being ridiculous and my thought is, I didn't realize how expensive stamps were. It was 73 cents. Isn't that crazy? Dude, I remember when they're 20-something, man, I'm dating myself, but 20-some cents for a stamp. Anyway, between the cost of the stickers, the envelopes, the stamps, this and that, I put up a thing, $4 for a sticker, shipped to you, and then if you wanted additional stickers put in there, like $2 a piece, I'm making a profit. I'm not going to lie, there's no need to, but I'm not like, Kart 6T3 is not getting rich off of stickers. But I thought it would only be fair to, I do have to put forth the effort and this and that maybe I saw a little bit of return, and it goes in the channel, aka my racing, any extra I would make. Anyway, there's that. I got to create a PayPal in order to make that work, because you would have to pay me and then leave your address in the PayPal. I don't want everybody putting their address out there in the ether for everybody to know where you live. That wouldn't be cool. Anyway, all right, sticker thing is done. I wanted to address it, okay? But I put up that post. I thought, man, am I being greedy? I don't think I'm being greedy. I mean, nobody, I guess, expects just money to change hands. Like, this was exactly what it cost you, and you should only get that much, Anyway, okay, this topic came up. A friend of mine had asked, and he says, did I notice any difference, because I ran clone this year, between the way I prep tires in clone versus UAS? And I thought, that is an awesome question. Okay, is there a difference between the way you prep tires for clone versus UAS? Yes, in my case. And all I can do is speak to my case here. I have run UAS for a majority of my kart racing, what do you want to call it, career? We'll call it career for sure. Anyway, I am new to clone racing. Now, there are very big caveats here to me saying that, yes, prepping UAS is different to clone. I do not race everywhere. I do not race down south. I do not race, Midwest or the West Coast. I don't know all these different tracks that would take all these different tires, all these different prep combinations. I only have my limited scope of what I have experienced in the Northeast, basically. I have been down south a little bit, but I'm assuming, this is an assumption, it may be you make an ass out of me, that tires down south, when you're talking about Maxxis, when you're talking about Reapers, when you're talking about a harder tire setup, I would assume that UAS tires are, the way you prep them, is similar to clone. It's just the way the tracks are. You may change it up a bit because, as I'm going to bring up here, typically UAS karts are a bunch heavier than your clone karts. You're going to be more abusive on tires. So maybe maybe you don't get your durometer as low as you might with a clone kart. Anyway, we're going to go to my experience. When I was running UAS, primarily I ran Vega Yellows, with the exception of a couple tracks that took Burris 33s up here, and it was the preferred tire. Let me put that out there for you Burris haters. The preferred tire was a Burris for that particular track. I can think of two right off the top of the head: Paradise Speedway, Geneva, New York, and Blairsville down in PA. Burris were faster than Vegas. Did it mean that Vegas wouldn't work? No, Vegas would work. They just weren't as fast. Just throwing it out there, you know, because I do get the, did you hear that cough there? I do get that comment, you know, hate Burris, you know, because they cost so much and you blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, again, I really reiterate, I love Burris tires. They work. When they work well. Anyway, when I'm on Vega Yellows, you can just put it to them. I have rolled everything up to 5 ounces internal on those. Very aggressive. I have dropped my durometers down into the 20s on Vega Yellows to get a hold of those soft tracks. Now, can you do this with the clone? Absolutely. The thing about the UAS ride, the thing about having all that horsepower is you have very little fear of locking yourself down. Can you make it tight? Can you make it too tight with prep? Absolutely. Can you build too much grip in the tires? Absolutely. But locking down a kart is almost unheard of. I don't know what kind of grip agent you would need in order to get anywhere from 60 to 80 horsepower to adhere to the earth that you couldn't turn anymore. But it would be some serious stuff. And I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. In my UAS days, and I still have my UAS ride, you know, I haven't given up on that. But I would never concern myself with over-prepping a tire. Maybe under-prepping a tire, but I never concerned myself with over-prepping a tire because I knew darn well that if it got a little too tight, you could just break it free with the throttle. You could make the kart turn with the throttle. Now, fast forward to this year. Tried clone racing for the first time, you know, really legitimately tried it. It is a very real thing to over-wipe a tire. Now, mind you, I ran mostly Burris, and the one Reaper race, there are no 2 Reaper races that I ran on the clone. It is very easy to over-wipe a tire and lock yourself down. Get your kart too tight to where it does not turn in a clone. You only have so much horsepower to get around the track, and you don't want to get yourself too far into the track to where you're scrubbing speed in the turn down the straightaway and all that stuff. So now, mind you, when I ran, you know, the clone kart, I was running Burris all year, you know, Burris 11s or Burris 33s. Like I said, the Reaper. The one time I did run Vegas was Adrenaline Mountain. Vega Yellows, I was able to run them. I did find myself having the ability to wipe again. Then again, the track, you really needed to build a bunch of bite in the tire to get a hold of that particular track that day. So I guess the difference is if you're thinking about going from one to the other, consider the fact of you got to take everything into account, I guess. Where you're at, what type of tire you're running, all this stuff. From my experience, just be very wary if you are a US person and you're going into clone and thinking you're just gonna wipe your tires like you are a UAS or an open racer. You might want to think again. You just back off a little bit to start with, see how it goes. And if you're a clone racer and you're a big fan of wiping tires, and I'm not saying that you can't. I mean, you could be a clone racer and your favorite thing to do is just wipe, and maybe your setup is made for that. Maybe you have built your chassis so it is super duper free and you can build all your bite into your tires via wipes. I don't know who is it, but this is my experience. I mean, I just think that the difference between UAS and clone, prepping is that you can just be more aggressive in the open because you don't have that fear of locking yourself down. You want to keep the clone kart nice, free, light, on top of the track, just, rolling very, very well. You're not concerned about bogging down a UAS ride. You got the loud pedal if you ever think you're in trouble. It's just my opinion on it. I thought it was a really cool topic to address in this here video. It is definitely getting cold. I'm fighting the powers, guys. There's snow on the ground. I am freezing, but I want to stay out here as long as possible and get videos done before. I don't like the atmosphere when I have to record inside. So maybe I can make it all winter. We'll see. Anyway, all right. Yeah, I guess I got to get inside. We got family day and stuff like that. But stickers will be, once I get my crap together, stickers will be up for sale sooner or later. I'll make posts everywhere. And I really, first and foremost, thank you very much for asking for them. If you do buy them, thank you very much for the support. It's just weird for me. I didn't ever fancy myself selling my own type of product. I know it's just a sticker. It's not a real big deal. It's dipping my toe in. It's not my thing to promote myself in that type of way, but it's a necessary evil because people have been asking for it. Anyway, I'm going to go inside. Hopefully the audio turned out a little better with this mic all the way down here. It is a very loud mic, but I'm bound and determined to make it work. Got to do a little more reading on it, and I'll get it figured out. I will get it figured out. Anyway, Kart 633 is brought to you by Track Tech Tire Treatments for tire tracks. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to ask me. I will do my best to get you pointed in the right direction. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.